In Lagos, a former deputy national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and that's Bode George, has confirmed that there is no rift in the party. The PDP leader, who was speaking at a stakeholders meeting in Lagos, says he is confident the party would win the forthcoming governorship election.
I want to make it absolutely clear that this assembly today is about strengthening of peace and the deepening of amity in Lagos State People's Democratic Party. We are here to discountenance the deliberate misinformation running riot out there. Contrary to the misleading opinion in some sections of the media, our party is not disrupted by any infighting. We are woven in a united vision, summed up in a thoughtful unanimity of purpose. We are emboldened by a well-articulated truth and summative defining purpose and shared beliefs. Yes, we might have had our differences in the past during the strongly contested gubernatorial primary, but that is now in the past. The contest has been won and lost. We have moved forward. We are now one indivisible family. There is no rancor in our midst. There is no bitterness or hatred. We are no longer contesting anything with ourselves. Jimi Agbaje is our gubernatorial candidate. We support him wholeheartedly and with total commitment.
The governorship candidate of the party, Jimi Agbaje, who was also present at the meeting, says his party is ready to end what he referred to as government for self in Lagos. If elected, he have vows to bring improvement to the health and education sector.
There are two kinds of politicians. There are those that seek power for service, and there are those that seek power for self. What you have in Lagos today, those that have been in office for 20 years have had power for self. What we are running in Lagos is an oligarchy. And you can compare two different governments. You compare the Jakonde era, and you will see that it was power for service because you had education addressed, you had health addressed, you had water, you had housing, you had so much in 4 years. But in 20 years, whatever this government or these people have put there have been only to benefit themselves. We have gone back. Our education is worse. We have a Lagos today where if you look at the last 20 years, only 20% of our children scored 5 credits plus English in WAEC in the last 20 years. That's the average. First and foremost is to bring character to the leadership of Lagos. That it is going to be about the people's Lagos rather than one man's Lagos. So it's going to be about the people rather than just for one person or for a group of a few people. That's very important. And then we can roll out the different things. We have to address education. We have to address, like the leader has said, we address health. We address the issues of job for our young ones. We have to provide a future for them. Today, it's a hopeless future for them. They don't see any future for themselves. And these are things we must address. We say that if you look at, again, the way I'd like to explain it is to look at the Jakonde era and to look at their own era of 20 years.